I need that man so desperately bad. Why do I cry in every book? It's like a problem. I'm gonna square up with you. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. I am not doing this like consecutively reading for 24 hours straight. I am going to be pausing the timer, seeing essentially how many books I can read in 24 hours. I don't have a set TBR for this challenge. I do know 2 books I'm going to be reading, which are the first 2 books, but I'm doing it over the span of a couple days. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Super excited to do this. I haven't done one of these since like the summer, and it's just always so fun to see how many books you can actually read when you sit down and read for 24 hours. It's so fun. We'll talk about the book I'm currently reading. I am currently reading it on my Kindle, The Goal by Elle Kennedy, which is the 4th book in the Off-Campus series. I have been really trekking along reading all of them, and I'm super excited to finish this. Last night I got to 75%, so we are going to finish this book today and potentially start the next book in the series. I'm on chapter 30, page 259 in the Kindle version. Last time I did this, I think I read 4 books, because I will say I think I averaged like 6 hours per book. Let's get into it. Okay guys, yeah! It is the next day. I did not read a lot yesterday. I only read about an hour and 38 minutes yesterday. I expected to read for much longer, but my dinner lasted a lot longer. I'm currently almost 2 hours in, so we have 22 hours to go. What? But I'm hoping today I can read for at least 6 hours. We're gonna see. I did actually start another book last night. I started The Legacy, which is the last book in the Off-Campus series by Elle Kennedy. I literally only got 14% in, but I think I'm going to finish this book tonight. That's what I wanted to say for right now. That's my little update. I'm only 1 hour and 38 minutes and 25 seconds into this joint. That's like literally the least amount I read every single night, so I was actually shocked that I started out this 24-hour reading challenge with reading literally nothing. But you know what? At least we read yesterday. At least we read for like almost 2 hours, and that's a good start. I'm excited to sit and read and finish some books, so let's do it. Y'all, I love John Logan. No one can ever make me hate that man. No one's trying to, but no one can ever make me hate that man. I'm so in love with him. Guys, stop. That was so cute. Logan and Grace's chapter. I'm pretty sure that each one is different people. So it ends off with Hannah and Garrett. The end of Grace and Logan's, guys. I'm gonna throw up. I love Grace and Logan. I am the Mistake queen. Like, The Mistake was my favorite book in that series. Now we're on to The Proposal, which is Dean and Allie's. Oh, and I just looked at the clock, and we've just now reached 2 hours. Can you see that? If you guys have read this book, when Tucker is talking to Dean, why is he so funny? He's so funny. I love Tucker. Guys, I thought this was gonna be like fun time. What is happening in Allie and Dean's chapter? Guys, what? What? I've officially made it to 3 hours, and I just got to part 3, the honeymoon. 48% through the book, so I'm almost halfway through the book. We're gonna finish this book tonight. I have about 2 hours left of the book, so we're definitely gonna start a new one also. It's an hour later. It's literally 3:57. It's not 3:57. I've been reading for 3 hours and 57 minutes. Made it to the last part. This is sort of like a epilogue, like a big epilogue for each couple is sort of what this book is, which I'm kind of loving. Obviously, it's not my favorite book in the series because it's just seeing the couples live their lives, but it is fun to see the friend group and see the couples like sort of grow. It's this trope in Garrett and Hannah's story that like stresses me out. I'm like, just say it, girl. Just say it, because you're stressing me out. It's like 9:30 at night right now. Like Why do you have to fall? I am currently 5 hours into this now, finished The Legacy, finishing book 2 of this video. So I'm going to talk about both of these books right now briefly. I will say that this was my second favorite book in this series. I absolutely loved it. I think Sabrina and Tucker are literally such a good couple and they work so well. I feel like this is a book a lot of people could really dislike because it does have a trope in it that is not liked enough. Like, I feel like a lot of people will not like this trope, but for me, I've never really minded that trope if it's done well. And I feel like in this story it was done so well that I was like, I really don't mind it. In my Kindle, like, I have so many things highlighted just because of how like well these characters were written and the stuff that they were saying to each other. I was like, y'all, I love you. I think this one was like a little bit less than The Mistake, but it still was like really, really good. So I think I would give it like a 4.25, I would say. I have nothing but good things to say about this book. There was really nothing I really did not love about this book. Move on to The Legacy, which is the final book. This is sort of an epilogue book, so it has 4 different chunks with each couple. It wasn't my favorite. I would honestly say this is my least favorite book of the series. I thought it was cute, but like obviously since it's like kind of an epilogue book, it didn't really have enough to it for me to like really like love reading it, but I had a fun time. It was very sad to say goodbye to the characters. I do think Logan and Grace, they deserved so much more. I don't know. I liked their chapter, but like I feel like I wanted more from them. Dean and Allie's was very intense as well. I think it was cute for the author to give like little wrap-ups and give little stories about each of the characters. If you're getting into reading, I feel like series is something that I would recommend if you are getting into it because they're very fast, easy, quick to read, while also having some sort of background depth to the characters as well, not like just surface level, like you see what you get, which I always love depth in like rom-coms. Like I feel like it's what makes it important to me and what makes it memorable. It will hold a special place in my heart for getting me like really into like hockey romance. This is like the start of my hockey romance era. I have gotten and bought more hockey romance books. I think I would rate the books. The Mistake would be a 4.5. Goal would be a 4.25. The Deal would be a 4 stars. The Score would be like a 3.5. This one would probably be like a 3 stars or something. I'm not too confident about that. John Logan and John Tucker, they're my men. They're my favorite ones. Everyone foams at the mouth for Garrett Graham, but can we put some respect on the Johns of the off-campus series? Can we put some respect on their name? Because those two men hold, like, they were the best. Like, and I just said what I said. These are the 2 books we finished so far. And I think, honestly, the next book is going to be the next book in the Elsie Silver series. I think I'm going to read a photo finish. I do have the physical copy of this book. Let's see how long it says it's going to take me. Guys, it's learning my reading speed. Like, what have you been doing this entire time? It's 410 pages and tell me it's going to finish in 3 hours. You're sick in the head. After this one, maybe we can actually switch it up and do like a fantasy or something. Anyways, I'm going to go and get ready for bed and then I'm going to talk to you guys if anything happens, or maybe we'll talk tomorrow. I don't know. We're gonna see. But we're 5 hours in. I'll see you guys later. With peace and love, guys. What is that? Are you guys seeing that? Why is it back to an hour? Because I'm gonna just start running the clock and just like wait until it gets to 5 hours and then we can add on the time tomorrow. What the hell is that? Like, I'm so upset. Why did it do that? Y'all, I'm 6 pages in. I'm 6 pages in, and what did this man just say? You have to be kidding. You have to be kidding. I'm gagged. Consider me gobsmacked. Jaw on the floor, catching flies. What? This book is getting me good. Yup, I'm obsessed with this book. Maybe I need to read more of this niche. If you know, you know. Hey guys. Back again. Now we're at 7 hours. I am currently reading A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. I'm 115 pages into this chapter 10. Look at these cute bookmarks. And I'm really, really enjoying it. I think it like is giving me the same feelings as Heartless by Elsie Silver. And if you guys know anything about me, Heartless is literally my favorite book by Elsie Silver. It is a 5-star read for me. It is what really truly made me fall in love with the Chestnut Spring series. There's something about Cole and Violet that really just speak to me. Like, Cole is so relatable to me. If you guys are on TikTok, have you ever heard that audio where it's like, I'm not a violent dog, I don't know why I bite? Yeah, that audio makes me want to sob and crawl into a hole. I feel like it relates so much to Cole. Like, I'm not a violent dog, I don't know why I bite. Like, he's so perceived differently than what he wants to be perceived. Also, just the way he feels about Violet and the sort of relationship and dynamic they have is so captivating to me. Like, I literally did not want to put this down at all last night, but it was 1 a.m. I needed to go to bed. I just love the characters. I love Cole so much, and he like is perceived in a way that like is so not accurate to who he is, and it's just like he's so baby girl coded to me. I will see you guys when I pick back up the book and actually start reading again. There's absolutely no way he's building her that right now. Katie Eaton has competition. That's crazy of me to say, because we all know I love Katie Eaton, but this man is amazing. I'm gonna say a quote. If you don't want to hear a quote, skip. She goes, "I thought you hated horses." And he goes, "I don't hate horses." And she goes, "Okay, but you said you don't like horses." He said, "Yup." And then he goes, "But I like you." This man is gonna send me into a spiral, and I'm gonna be feral. I can't do this. The way Cole talks about himself makes me want to sob on the floor. It makes me like literally inconsolable. Like I feel like I could cry right now because the way he talks about himself. Oh my god, I'm crying. It's not a sad cry. It's like a men like this don't actually exist. I'm on page 257, chapter 19. Why do I cry in every book? It's like a problem. Elsie Silver did it again. I want you guys to know, I actually like had a moment and cried because this is crazy to me. It's so emotional. Like it's not anything sad. It's just like, it's so romantic and emotional that like, it brought me to tears. Like, you guys get it. Like, I know you guys get it. You guys need to read this book, and it's in order. It is so much later. I have been reading for 11 hours and 15 minutes, and I just finished my other book. Now, usually I rate books immediately after, but I've realized sometimes I jump the gun, and sometimes I'm like, this is like a 7-star read, and that's like, I think about it a couple days later and I'm like, no, it's not. If I were to jump the gun right now, this would be a 5-star read. You guys don't even understand how much I love this book. I was crying. You guys saw. I was crying, screaming, gonna throw the book across the room. That's how serious it was. I felt so many emotions when I was reading this, and I feel like Cole is one of the best male main characters in like a regular romance that I've ever read. So Violet Eaton, she decides one day to post a photo of her on a forum, and that is when Cole messages her, and they sort of have this online relationship, but she never sees Cole's face. He's like her boss's boss, and so they like see each other, and he like mentions something, and they're kind of in that limbo stage, and then they end up having to have forced proximity and like live in the same house, and that's when the tension builds, and that's when things start progressing. The way he spoke about Violet in this story was actually mind-boggling to me, and I need that man so desperately bad. He was talking about Violet like she was air and he needed her to breathe. I want to give it a 5 stars. I think we have to switch up the genres, and I think we're gonna switch up the genres to a fantasy. Remember in this video I was like, I don't want to read fantasies. Well, I feel like maybe we should get on our fantasy train. This is the book we're gonna start, unless I like wake up tomorrow morning and think, absolutely not, I do not want to read this. I do want to mention quickly, I am gonna be annotating Losers by Harley LaRue. I'm currently almost 200 pages into re-annotating this book. So tomorrow I might read out of here too. And if I do this, I will be counting it towards the timer because obviously I'm still reading the book as I annotate it. I'm going to go to bed, and that is going to be it for right now, but we're 11 hours in, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow when we start reading. It is the next morning. I've decided that I don't really want to start a new book as of right now. I think I want to wait for that later. I am going to read for probably about an hour or two in my Losers book. I want to get to like 12 hours and 30 minutes maybe doing this, and I'm going to see you guys when I finish with my annotating and stuff. So that's sort of where we are, okay? much later. It's dark now. 13 hours, 18 minutes, and 35 seconds. I got to page 263. It is coming along very nicely. Do you see all that? It's so cute and adorable. Like, if you like spicy, why choose deep characters with found family, you'll love this book. So I'm just letting you guys know. That's where we are right now. I just want to update you. Having a great time. I've put back on the comfy because I can't even handle being cold. I don't want you to be so upset at me, but I have no motivation to start One Dark Window. I genuinely think it's because I'm going into a fantasy and I'm like scared because I haven't read a fantasy in a hot second. I just can't stop thinking about the loser's duet. Are you guys gonna get mad at me if I keep annotating this? Guys, I won't read that. I will start One Dark Window. Just give me like 10 minutes. You guys are probably like, Maddie, like, we don't want to see you reread a book. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go and I'm going to turn on like the Fosters, or I'm gonna turn on YouTube and I'm gonna get to annotating because I love annotating. Guys, he is so sweet. Lucas is so sweet. I literally can't. After, you know, they did some things that I will not say when they fall asleep. Stop. Hello guys, yes, I am in a Christmas shirt. I want you all to ignore that. We are currently at 16 hours 42 minutes. In the morning, I turned on the little timer, then I stopped it to like eat or something. I can't even remember. And she never started it over again. I've spent probably 2 or more hours doing this without timing it. I got to page 420, so I won't be like, so let's continue reading and annotating losers. Jason has me blushing and kicking my feet. I love him. Oh, how I love him. Hi guys, I am at 18 hours 46 minutes. I have finished annotating Losers Part 1 by Hartley LaRue. Obviously, it's a 5-star read. I mean, I don't really know what else to say to you guys. My first ever Why Choose, and it was the perfect book to get me into that genre. But like, I don't know if any other Why Choose is gonna live up to it because this is my favorite like dark romance ever. I absolutely love rereading apparently now. So I will say that tomorrow we are going to be reading a lot from One Dark Window. I'm going to go to bed and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for maybe the last day, or maybe it's gonna go for one more day. I don't know. We'll see. If you thought I wasn't going to be back in my comfy, you're so mistaken, because I am. I am procrastinating reading, I think because I don't want to pick up One Dark Window. I have debated reading One Dark Window for 7 million years. Like, I feel like I've been like talking about reading it, and I just do not want to pick it up. I don't know. I'm not in the mood for a fantasy. Okay? Sue me. Sue me. Okay? I'm going back to my strictly romance roots. Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I really just want to read this, so I'm gonna pick it up. Is it on Kindle? Oh my god, stop guys. It's not. And I posted on my Instagram the other day and someone's like, you're gonna love Done and Dusted, and here I am. This is what we're gonna read, guys. Okay, we finally decided. I feel good about this choice. Almost an hour back into my reading. I'm at 19 hours 33 minutes and I'm on page like 59. I feel like things are moving really fast. I'm on page 60 and I'm like, why are y'all already not enemies to lovering? I already love Teddy and Gus. If they don't get a book, I'm literally suing everyone. I know I'm gonna eat their book up. Like, stop. The timing in this book is insane. Like, we are 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. That's insane, but like so real. If there's one thing small town books are gonna do, it's have a dog named Waylon. Like, let's get serious. Is there no other dog names in this world or what? There is no way this man just said I couldn't believe the universe was so big and I got placed on this random floating rock at the same time as Clementine Ryder. That's her name. That is adorable. Not a fist fight, please. I'm always like, you're so lucky that no one has called the police on you for just hitting him in the face. Like, you're so lucky he's not like, I'm gonna press charges. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But I guess it's the same thing in like our mafia books where like none of them get caught. No one gets in trouble in romance books. Not complaining, but just saying it's funny. I was not expecting this in the spicy scenes. I was not. My mother bought me this book. The whiskey? What? Like, I was not expecting that. The scene where the sibling finds out is always intense. Like, chewing at my fingernails. I'm like, Gus, there is absolutely no way you just said that. I'm gonna square up with you. I love a grumpy man, but that was personal. You took what you knew would hurt him and said it right to him. But it's 12:30 in the morning and I'm done reading for the night. But are we done with this challenge? Apparently not. I did in fact finish Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is a book I literally just sat and binged in one sitting. It was good. And that's like really like all I have to say. This is like one of those rom-coms I read and I'm like, it's good. And that's it. I just feel like the characters were good, but they didn't have too much to them. Also, I am such a hypocrite because I realized in one of the clips, I was literally like, this is so unrealistic. They're like falling in love within like a month. Girl, you are such a hypocrite because one of my favorite books of all time is Heartless by Elsie Silver. And tell me why that book, they literally fall in love in 2 months. So I need to get a grip. I feel like I didn't really connect with the characters. I thought this was going to be like an enemies to lovers sort of situation. And in the beginning, they kind of really don't like each other. But they soften up to one another and become friends so fast to the point where I'm like, why did we have that dislike? We can sort of just have that forbiddenness. We didn't really need the dislike of you trying to convince me that they didn't like each other. And it wasn't really a slow burn. Like, if we're gonna be honest, it wasn't really a slow burn at all. I feel like I'm gonna give this book like a 3 stars. It was good. I would recommend it. It just isn't my favorite of all time. It took me about like 4 hours to read. That's where we are for tonight because I am tired and I am not going to stay up for an hour and a half because that would mean 2 in the morning. And I'm not in the mood to stay up until 2 in the morning reading. We're gonna finish this tomorrow and then we're gonna end it. All I have to do is read for 2 hours. So that is for today. I have a little fun life update for you. So we still have 2 hours left in my 24-hour readathon. I am not going to be reading a physical book. I will be sitting in the dark on my Kindle when I have the energy to read because I woke up with the most severe back pain I've ever had in my life. I don't know what caused it. So I have icy hot. I took some Tylenol. Okay, we're gonna see if she gets better. I'm gonna sit here and watch some more YouTube and then we'll finish reading. Why do I feel like I just got jumped into this book? Like, why do I feel like I literally just got placed in the middle of it? And they're like, figure it out, babe. What? What's happening? In the book, I know they're being haha funny, but she goes, you're not my type. And he goes, why am I not your type? And she's like, you're blonde. And he goes, we can dye it. So down bad. Hi guys, this is the end. Who is excited? This is the end. Oh, my back hurts. Okay. You see that? We're at a day, which means it's been 24 hours, which means this is over. I don't want to say I'm so happy that this video is over, but I'm so happy it's over. I kind of want to give a wrap up. For the last like hour and a half, I read 84 pages on my Kindle. So far, I'm like enjoying it. It's good, but I'm only 84 pages in, so I don't really have an opinion on this so far. I think I had 6 books mentioned in this video. I think I finished the goal in this video, which I gave a 4.25. And I got to The Legacy, which is the final book of Off Campus, and I gave it a 3 stars. A Phono Finish by Elsie Silver. This is a 4.75 or a 5 stars, depending. Loved my journey reading this. I had such a good time. I loved literally everything about this story. There was not a single thing I didn't like about the story, so I could foresee myself giving it a 5 stars. I finished annotating my losers, which we all know this is a 5-star read. I don't need to talk about it anymore. I talked about it so much in this video. And I read Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is a 3-star read for me. It was good, but it wasn't like anything like too spectacular. I read obviously 84 pages of this book. So I kind of want to calculate how many pages I read to see. Remember 1093. I'm writing it on my hand. I read 1,489 pages plus the goal. I probably read 1,500 pages. Yeah, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very chaotic. This was fun. Anyways, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below and subscribe if you want to see more of my face and more of my videos. And I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye!